we are ready to start with Access Unit A. Now, when we talk about a database, we talk about one big database that has different objects within it. The different objects are your tables, your queries, your forms, and your reports. And those are all different things that you create within your database. So we start out with a database. Base is going to be Quest Travel A. So we're just going to go ahead and open that up. And most of you may have the Enable Content button. Just go ahead and click on that. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that I know where my database is saved. So I'm going to do File, Save Database As. And I'm going to go ahead and tell it, make sure that this is in your documents. And then just go ahead and click Save. Now I'm not going to save mine in my documents. I have a place on my desktop that I like to save my files. So I'm going to click Save here. And then I will enable content again. And yes, this is a trusted document. Okay, this over here is our navigation pane. Okay, your navigation pane is crucial. This is very important to how you maneuver and how you do things in a database. We're going to open our Tours table. So you see listed here are your different objects within your database. You have your tables, queries, forms, and reports. And throughout our access units, we will learn about all of these different objects, and you'll learn how to use each one and what each one is used for. So for now, let's just double click on the Tours table. Now with the Tours table open, you can see all the data in there, all the information. Now we're also going to open the Customers table. So we have our Tours table tab and our Customers table tab. Okay? Now looking at the navigation pane, we're going to double click on the Tour Sales query. Now a query is used when you need to ask a question about data that is in your table. So we're going to click on the Tour Sales query. Alright, now we're going to double click any occurrence of heritage. So we see heritage here in this first box, and then we're going to type legacy. So we changed heritage to legacy, and then we're going to click on a different row. And it changed all of the heritages now are legacy. So it says American Legacy Tour. Okay, now we're going to double click on any of the occurrences of tour, and we're going to change this to rally. And it changes all of the tours to rally. Okay, let's double click the tour sales report and open it. So down here are our reports, tour sales report. And this opens a report for us, and it shows us information and data about each tour name. Alright, now let's go File, and we're going to exit. So we just closed out of our Quest Travel database. We're going to create a database of our own, so let's go ahead and start Access. In the file name, we need to click on this folder, and we're going to tell it where we want to save this new database that we're creating. So I'm saving mine in my BIM folder, and you can choose the location of where you save your own database. The name of this database is going to be Quest, and then click OK, and then click the Create button. Okay, so now we have no tables, no queries, no forms, no reports. This is just a blank database. So we're going to click this View button. There's two ways to use the View button. You can either click the top part of the button that will toggle it between Datasheet View and Design View, or you can click the drop-down arrow, which gives you different options. So after I click the top part of the button, it's asking me what is the name that you want to name this table that we're creating. We're going to call this customers and then click OK. Okay, so now this is what we call design view, and now we're actually designing our table and telling it what information needs to go in this table. The first field name is going to be customer ID, so CUST ID, customer ID. And then we're going to go down to the next box. The next cell, the field name is going to be first name. And we have no spaces between first and name. The next box is going to be last name. And again, no spaces. The next one is phone. Then birthday. Okay, next to birthday, we're going to click text. And then we'll click the list arrow. And we want to use a date time for the format of the data that goes into the birthday field. The first one should say auto number, and then you have text, 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 and then date and time. So now we're going to go back over here and click the view button. So this puts us back into our design view, and it asks me, do you want to save the table? Yes, I want to save the table. Okay, so now it's asking us to put our data in. We need the people's information to go in here. So in the first name field, you're going to put your first name. In the last name, go ahead and put your last name. For the phone number, we're going to put 111-222-3333. And I didn't add my dashes in the phone number, so I'm going to go ahead and stick those dashes in there so I don't get confused later. Okay, birthday. Let's put 13280. Okay, and notice when we put in 13280, it's not letting me. It's telling me there's an error. It won't let me do anything else. I hit enter, I hit tab, I hit the up arrow, the down arrow. It doesn't let me do anything because there's an error in this. There is no January 32nd in 1980. There's no January 32nd in a year. So let's go back and edit this to say January 31st. And then hit tab, and it now allows you to go on to the next cell. So this kind of ensures that you have correct birth dates within that field. Okay, we're going to enter 2 more sample records containing reasonable data in the customer's table, and then we'll close this table. So let's go ahead and make up a few new records. This is going to be Joe Doe, and his number is going to be 222-333-4444. And his birthday is going to be February 14th, 91. Okay, the next person is going to be John Doe. And his number is 333-444-5555. His birthday is going to be March 5th, 79. Okay, so we have 3 records. Now we're going to close this. Now, the easiest way for me to close it is to just right-click on the customer tab and click close. And it will save the information for you. Okay? You can tell it to save if that makes you feel better, and it's always smart to save often. But on many occasions, Access saves for you. Okay, we're going to click on the Create tab on the ribbon, and then we're going to click Table Design button. So right here in the Tables group, we're going to click Table Design. It opens up a new table in Design View for us. Okay, we're going to enter the field names and data shown in Figure A-8. That would be on Access page 9 in your book. So the first one is comment ID. the data type, we're going to change the data type to auto number. The next one is comment, and the data type is memo. Next we have comment, date, and this is going to be a date time field. Next we have customer ID, and the data type will be number. Okay, now we're going to click the Home tab on our ribbon. We're going to go and click the View button. So this takes us back to Datasheet View so we can enter our data. Yes, I want to save the table, and I want to save this as comments. This is my comments table. And then it tells me that I don't have a primary key. So it's asking me if I want to create a primary key right now, and at this point, no, we don't want a primary key. First comment field, we're going to type interested in future tours to Australia. The comment date is going to be 1/7/13, and the customer ID is going to be 1. So now we have one record in our comments table, and then we're going to close the table. So now listed in our navigation pane, we now have 2 tables that we've created. Okay, so let's right click on the comments table, and we're going to go straight to design view. Now there's a couple of ways to do that. You can right click on it and go to design view, or you can simply double click on it and click your view button, and it takes you to design view as well. So we're going to click the comment ID field, which it's already on the comment ID field, and then we're going to click the primary key button. So here is the primary key button. We'll click that, and it makes the comment ID that primary key. Now we're ready to close the comments table, and yes, we want to. Okay, let's click the Database Tools tab on the ribbon, and then we're going to click the Relationships button. In the Show Table dialog box, we're going to double click Customers. So here is Customers. Let's double click that, and then double click Comments. And then we're going to close this box. So it pulled up these 2 boxes for us to use. Now we're going to drag the Customer ID field in the Customers table to the Customer ID in the Comments table. And then this gives us the Edit Relationships dialog box. And then we're going to click Enforce Referential Integrity. So let's go ahead and click Create, and there's our infinity symbol, and it shows us this is the one and this is the many. Okay, so now we can close this box here, and yes, we want to save. Let's open up our Customers table, and we want to click the Expand button to the left of the first record. So this little plus sign here, let's click on that, and it shows us the relationship and what other data is connected from the other table with this specific data. This is called Subdata Sheet. Let's go ahead and double click right here between the comment and the comment date so it will show us the entire data within that field. We're going to insert 2 more comments as shown in figure A14. That's found on Access page 13. So we're going to insert 2 more comments. And then I'm going to hit Tab and I'll insert 1 more comment. Okay, so we've added 2 more comments. Okay, I'm ready to add a new record. So I'm just going to go ahead and click in the first name of the new record field. The first one is going to be Nicholas McNeil, and his number is 444-555-6666, and the date of birth is 4/1/1983. Next record is Toby Stanton, number 555-666-7777. Birthday is 5/1/1984. Okay, next record is Renata Champ, 666-777-8888. Birthday of 6/1/1985. Okay, so we have our data filled in. And notice the auto number. We didn't have to put anything in the auto number because it's auto number. It does it automatically. So let's go back over to our home ribbon and click our view button. And I want to show you the data type is auto number, and that's what made it automatically number those. The other fields allow us to add text, and the birthday field specified how the data would show up. So let's go back over to our data sheet view and verify our data is in correctly. I'm going to go ahead and capitalize Toby's name. Alright, we're going to double click the name in the first name field of record 2. So record 2, and we're going to type Jesse Siren. We're going to change his number to 111-222-4444, and his birthday is going to be 2/15/81. And notice when I just typed 81, it automatically added the 19 for me because we have that format specified. Now we're going to go to the third record, and we want to change John to Naresh, and last name is Cast. Phone number is 111-222-5555, and then we're going to press Escape. And that escape highlighted the whole cell. So now it reverted it back to what was already in there. So now we have to retype it again. 111-222-5555. Okay, now we're going to click on this calendar icon on his birthday. And we want to go to March 15th. So we just click on it. And then I want to change the year to 82. Alright, the last step here is using the record selector. At the bottom corner over here you have a record selector. This one takes you back to the very first record. This one here takes you to the last record. And notice the screen tips pop up and show me what record selector I'm clicking on. Okay, you can also click this one and it adds a new record for you. Now let's click on the File tab, and let's go to Print. And we want to print preview this. We want to see exactly what it is that would print. Okay, and this is what it looks like if we were to print our customers table as is. Let's go ahead and close the print preview box. We're going to save this whole database, and you're going to turn this database in just like this. It's saved in the database format. Don't change it to a PDF. It should say quest.accdb is the file format that you're submitting.